Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. This company TOPDON reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in taking a look at their new smart battery charger and tester, and I said absolutely. So this is the TB6000Pro that they sent me, and let's open it up and take a quick look. So it looks like we've got this on here if you want to hook this up to like a motorcycle or battery terminal, but I'm going to set that aside for right now. We'll just use these clamps. They look pretty good. Pretty nice little unit. Seems pretty rugged, nice little housing. I'm going to take off this little screen protector here too. Hopefully the screen will show up here in the camera. Now this is designed to work with a smartphone or a tablet. It's basically the TOPDON app, TB6000. You just download that and it hooks up via Bluetooth and it'll give you a lot more information. But you can also just use it in standalone mode. Basically you would just hook it up to a battery. I've got this old battery that's been sitting around here for quite a while, and right away you can see we've got 8.5 volts. Now this is flashing Bluetooth because it's not connected yet to Bluetooth, but before we pair this or get this started, I'm going to just plug this in and see if we can do the manual charge mode. So I'm just reading in the manual here. As you go through, you can select these different modes. So 12 volt normal, which will be a 6 amp normal, and it gives you the type of batteries that you can charge with that. And then we can click that and go through, and then the next option is going to be 12 volt repair, which is down here. So that's repairing an old sulfated battery through small current and pulse current. And that's probably what we should do because this has been sitting for so long. It's probably in need of repair. I don't even know if it'll be salvageable, but I'm just going to cycle through here. And we're going to keep going until we get back to the just 12 volt normal right there. So once you have 12 volt normal selected, and then just do double click on the main button here. So once you select the mode or the type of battery that you're charging and just hit select or just do the double click there. In our case, we just picked 12 volt normal. So that's going to go through 9 different charging steps in order to get the battery properly charged. And then it will cycle back through steps 8 and 9 to keep it charged without overcharging it. As long as you know what each of these modes are, that's one way to use it. And you do not need to use your smartphone or a tablet or have something hooked up to this. But I'm also going to show you how we can do that. All right, so on the smartphone here, I've already downloaded it, but this is what it looks like, the TB6000Pro, and just hit open. Now it says disconnected, so let's just see. There we go. It shows up right away. There's the device, and now it says connected, and you can see right there it's giving us a little status bar cycling on because it is still charging. Let's click the smart charging here, and that's what we're doing basically is a smart charge, and it's actually showing us a little graph. I don't know if you can see that very well on my phone, but that's showing the level of charge that it's at right now, or the step that it's at. It's on step 8. You can see all those different levels that it goes through. But let's hit stop charging right now. You can see on the main screen there we have smart charging, quick charging, and testing options. Let's select testing options, and then we're going to click battery test. So it gives us the instructions right there, and then we can just hit next. And it's saying battery type. We're going to just do regular flooded. The standard for us is cold cranking amps. And then up here on the top of the battery, it says that this is 725 cold cranking amps. Let's hit next. The voltage is too low. Please charge your battery first to have an accurate test result. All right, so there's our result. Regular flooded, please retest after recharging. So this battery's too low to test. So we're just gonna have to run this through the charger. Right now, yeah, we only have 25 cold cranking amps, 9.09 volts. Internal resistance is 120. That's really high. So this battery is probably junk, but we'll definitely find out after charging. Right now, we're just gonna let that sit on the charger and see what happens. So we're not charging right now because we exited out of that in order to take a look at the testing options. I'm gonna go now into the second one, which is quick charging. So this, again, here gives us the different modes. You know, I'm going to go ahead and try repair, the 12 volt repair, and I'm going to hit start charging and see what happens. And there you can see it's saying battery level is at 25%, and we're just going to let this go. Now this battery's so dead and so far gone, it's probably going to take forever to get that charged up, even if it is going to repair it. I will come back to that. I'm going to let this repair overnight probably and run through its thing. But for right now, I'm going to hit stop charging, because I want to show you some of the other features and functions on this. All right, now I decided to grab another battery to do a quick little test on this one. I'm going to disconnect this Duracell. Now I'm going to put these clamps over here on the never start. Now it's saying that we have 12.7 volts here and it's in repair mode. So I'm going to change that. See, again, you could just use this as a standalone. It's pretty easy to do. 12 volt lithium norm. We want 12 volt normal. Double click that. Now this one's showing that this is at 85%. Step 1, it jumped ahead to step 2, but this is showing that it's charging. If we click on this smart charging, this is showing us what's happening. Now, I didn't even enter in the cold cranking amps. This one's different. This one's 600, but it's doing its thing already, and it's on, looks like it's kind of going over step 4 right now. Jumped ahead to that. So this is, like I said, it's a smart charger, so it figures out, you know, really what's best for the battery. And so let's go ahead and stop this charge, and let's do a test on this battery. And we're going to do the same battery test next. Okay, so here it is asking us to enter in the battery rating, which this is again a regular flooded battery, and it's in cold cranking amps. And so we're hitting 600 on this one. Now let's hit test. Awesome. So regular flooded, cold cranking amps 600, state of health 82%, state of charge 100%. Wow, I didn't even have that on the charger for more than a minute, but that's great. And this has sat in a car that hasn't been run for a couple months, but it's definitely holding its charge. Test value 542 cold cranking amps, battery voltage 13.09, and internal resistance we've got 5.5. That seems like it's still high. I think a new battery is supposed to be pretty close to 0. Now, you could do a cranking test and a charging test. You have to have this in a vehicle. It's a little bit different than your typical battery load tester. I'd have to read up a little bit more on that, but it's pretty cool that it has that option. We can go in here to quick charging. Now, the nice thing is you can also set an appointment and pick a time. For example, if your electricity costs less at a certain hour, you can hit confirm and figure out when you want to do that, but we'll just hit back. And let's just hit the 12 volt, 6 amp normal and hit start charging. Now, I imagine because this battery has a full charge, this is going to just go into some of those later stages. It's definitely a cool way to test your battery and see where you're at. I mean, if you've got a lot of batteries like I do lying around, it's really nice to know what batteries are really good and which ones could probably use a charge or use some attention. Yeah, you can see this is kind of running through its little steps, and it steps up on this little graph. I'm not going to bore you with watching these graphs for too long, but pretty cool though how you can kind of see what it's doing and track that with your smartphone. Here we can hit the charge tab. So now we're in step 4 here on this one, through this little charge test, through this little graph, and it's just kind of showing you this little level and this pattern. Oh, there you go. This just went ahead and just jumped to step 9, and now I think it'll alternate between steps 8 and 9 now that this one's completely charged. Since it is, I'm going to hit stop charging. We're not going to keep trying to pump juice into this one here. I'm going to disconnect this and put it back on this old Duracell, and we're going to do a smart charge. All right, so I've just got this one set up back on the Duracell. It's 725 cold cranking amps, and I'm selecting the mode 12 volt repair. I don't know if it'll repair, but we're going to hit start charging, and it's doing a battery pre-test right now. And now it's going to go in and going to basically figure out the best way to repair this. It's probably going to be doing everything at kind of a low level, but we'll see if it can't do some desulfating or something like that, whatever the magic stuff happens inside a battery with this thing. Now, I don't know exactly how that works, the whole repair thing, if it just sends surges and whatnot to try to desulfate the plates in there. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll see if it's any better. But right now, if I click View Report, see, it's got right here a before charging, and right now it's saying 8.69 volts, 34 cold cranking amps, 0% battery life. I mean, this is basically saying this is junk. And internal resistance, now it's saying 88, so it's still very high. We'll see if this does get any better. And you can also save this on your phone, which is pretty cool. I don't know how it would save it. Oh yeah, it's just a screenshot to your photos. I'm gonna hit OK. So that's saving a photo of that to our photos, so you can pull that up, which would be a nice thing if you have a shop. You can share that with a customer and let them know, you know, that their battery is bad. This is also a great tool to have if you're working on a car and you have to have the doors open, which would have dome lights on and whatnot, and you don't want the battery to go dead. And it'll just kind of act as a trickle charger, kind of hover between steps 8 and 9 and keep a battery charged while you're working on it. Now, even if you walk away with your phone and you disconnect, you lose Bluetooth connection, it does continue to charge. Now, I just disconnected the phone and you can see it's still charging. I was curious about that. It's just now it has the Bluetooth icon flashing, but I'm gonna come back several hours later, maybe even overnight. It's actually already really late in the day, and I might just let this run and do its thing, and then we'll come back and take a look and see if it was able to improve on this. I'm sure it can improve. I just don't know if it'll be able to bring it back. All right, now I left this on the charger overnight under battery repair, or the 12-volt repair, and it didn't really seem to do much. It just said 25%. You can see the volts are still very low. Right now I just disconnected it to bring it outside and put it here on the tailgate so you guys can see. And I'm gonna just go back in here and hit smart charging on the app and enter in everything. It's already there. And I'm just gonna hit normal mode because I wanted to get that smart charge pre and post report so that we can compare it to what we had before. Now here's the picture of yesterday. This is the picture that it saved on my phone, and remember it's saying here that we were at 8.69 volts and 34 cold cranking amps and internal resistance of 88.2. All right, now I'm back in the app. I just want to view the report. Now, of course, I just started this, but I still wanted to get a report of what it's looking like. Normally, you would just do this in this app and do you'd start it and then stop it, view the pre and post report. But let's take a look at the report. Well, there you go. The pre-charging report. Now, of course, it's after leaving it on repair. Battery voltage isn't really much changed, 8.93. Test value, 160 cold cranking amps. That's come up a bit. Battery life was at 0. Now it's at 5%. And internal resistance did improve quite a bit. It's at 18.7. So maybe that repair did do something to improve the life of this battery. I really don't think we're going to be able to bring this battery back to life. I might play around on this and leave it on a little bit longer on the smart charge, or maybe try that repair function again. Either way, I'm very happy with this product, the TB6000 Pro. Definitely a valuable tool, and very happy that TOPDON reached out to me and sent this to me. I would definitely recommend you pick this up. It also would make a great gift. I'm sure anyone who works on cars or has a lot of vehicles or lots of batteries would appreciate a tool like this. It's a very powerful tool. Now, this comes with a nice instruction manual, and even just on the back of the box, it shows you all the different functions and features that this does. And that's pretty much everything that I'm going to show. Again, there's a few other tests that you can do with this TB6000, but I don't want the video to be any longer than it already is. This battery is pretty much junk. I'm leaving it on the charger just for kicks. You can see the sticker on this battery on this Duracell is 1118 when it was sold, so it's junk. It's too old. And as you saw, it brought it back just a little bit, but really this is not going to save this battery. This is junk, and it'll be good to use for a core. Very happy though overall with this tool. Very happy with all of its capability. I think it's nice that this is just in one unit, that it is a charger and a tester. Definitely a very nice tool to have. Very happy with this product overall. At first I wasn't real excited about the smartphone feature, or having to have a smartphone in order to see the screen, but this does work fine as a standalone. You just have to go through the modes and double click. The reality is I always have my phone with me, and it's really not that big of a deal, and it is nice to be able to save the pre and post test results so that you can save that to your photos. You can save that for your records, or if you have a shop, you can show that to a customer. And that's it. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. I'll get a link in the description where you can pick this up as well. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.